Hey, this is Kirby with Kirby School of Wake, and I want to give you guys the Wake Effects boat driving tips. When it comes to driving a ski or a wakeboard, it's really crucial that you have the proper driving technique down to keep your rider safe and to keep the water conditions smooth while you're riding. That way you have the best conditions to learn. You want to be able to communicate with your skier or your rider from the driver's seat. So your skier needs to know all the proper hand signals for skiing or wakeboarding, which would be thumbs up for faster, thumbs down for slower, cut, I'm done, back to the dock is another one for I'm done. This means I'm okay right here. So if they take a hard fall, get your rider to put those hands up and wrap an arm around the wrist. And then my favorite, if you almost land a good trick but you don't, do this. Point your hands down like a heart, like, you know what? I love wakeboarding and I'm okay. As a driver, it's your responsibility to be aware of all the surroundings. That way your skier doesn't come in a collision with a dock, a sign, buoy, or any other solid object. Because most of the injuries that occur from water skiing are from impacts from things in the water. So we got a buddy coming out, his name's NASCAR Ned. Now NASCAR Ned, he's a little crazy. The way he drives the boat in the Cove is just a little reckless, and we're going to show you a way to prevent driving that way so you get the best water conditions and the safest wakeboarding environment for your rider. So as you can see, we have some really nice coves here in the Lake of the Ozarks to wakeboard in. Nice, long, straight coves. And what we want to do to keep those water conditions smooth while you're wakeboarding is run what's called a dumbbell pattern. And what you do is you run a nice straight line through the cove, start your circle, your turn, come back in through your rollers, back into the straight line, and at the end of the cove you take another circle, back around and through your rollers. Kind of looks like a dumbbell, huh? Strong stuff. Now the worst way to run in a cove, NASCAR Ned would be all about, because he loves NASCAR. He's all about putting in those left turns in the cove. And now what NASCAR Ned would do is he would take a long straight line and he would turn around real nice and wide. See that? Make a left turn and come all the way back down the other side of the shoreline. Come back around and in through his rollers over here. Well dang, now what that does, it sends all your waves here, all your waves there, into the middle, and they meet and it just totally wrecks your water conditions. And now you want to keep the water smooth so you can go out and do the tricks that you want to do so you're not fighting other waves in the water. So I wouldn't recommend doing it NASCAR Ned's way. Another really crucial part of water skiing is the proper pickup when your rider falls. When your rider falls, it's really, really important to turn the boat one way, pull the throttle completely, stop, let the waves go by, and then idle back slowly to your rider. NASCAR Ned would tell you it's best to turn the boat on a full throttle, whip it around, and then come flying at your rider. Not safe. Puts the rider in danger, the people on the boat are uncomfortable because they're bouncing around the boat, and also throws rollers and waves all the way down your line of your cove, making it worse, get water conditions once you get up to wakeboard on your next line. You always want to approach your skier on the driver's side. That way when you come up to them, you can see them right in front of you. You also want to be approximately 12 feet from your skier, passing the skier in idle. And always watch out for winds or currents. And if there are such things, always pull up to them from the bottom side. That way you blow away from them instead of into them and over them. For the half turn method, just picture yourself driving along, your skier falls, you continue to go, turn around, come back by your skier, swoop around, and the rope will come right over top of them, eliminating any chance for the rope being tangled around them. This is usually used for beginner skiers that are not very comfortable handling the rope yet. The second method is called the Keyhole Method, which is where you're driving along, your skier falls, come back around, and loop them like this and get back right back into the line you came from.
Now what I like to do whenever I'm starting out, I get my rider lined up, and then as I'm getting up on plane, I pick out a spot on shore, far down the cove. And I lock my eyes on that spot and try to aim directly to it and hold a straight line all the way to it. That way, the boat's not turning or tipping at any point, and your rider gets a perfectly straight, clean wake with no washing. Yeah! Okay. Alright, as I'm coming into the turn, I like to make a quick right turn and then start to turn the boat back to the left to make my loop. And around the corner, start to pull up. Keep that boat on plane. As you're coming down the turn, you're going to see the rollers that you made. You're You're gonna go through them. For beginners, I like to slow down through the rollers just to break them apart to make it easier to cross. Then you're gonna pick out your line in the cove and just follow your straight line back to the end. Yeah! Oh no! He had that! So when my rider falls, I chop my throttle completely, turn to the right, let the waves push the backside of the boat over, watch the waves disperse out, and then slowly get back up to idle to go pick up my rider. Oh man, is that Ned over there? I'm pretty sure that's Ned over there pulling a tube. Look at him, he's crossing all over the lake. That's gotta be Ned. If I know NASCAR Ned, that's probably him. No, it's not NASCAR Ned. Shoot. That's all right, he's out here somewhere. Probably gonna pick him up here in a few. Dude, you had that! By the way, this is a good buddy of mine, Gabe Fowler. He's a local professional wakeboarder here at the Lake of the Ozarks. Been living here for probably 10 years now, just shredding. As you can see when I pick him up, he's over on my right side. Boat's in neutral, so the handle's coming to Gabe. He's gonna grab it, we're gonna take off, and he's gonna hit this tantrum of line. Right, Gabe? Gonna hit that tantrum of line. Clean it up a little bit. Yeah! 10 to beat!